Alrighty, hello, folks. Hope everyone is doing well. It's been a while. I think it's been like 3 whole weeks since I last streamed. So yeah, I guess it's completely possible that you have no idea who I am or what I'm doing here, given that it's been so freaking long. My name's Caps. I do a series on the Bulbagarden channel. Well, I guess my name's Caps. I'm the multimedia executive for now here on the Bulbagarden channel, and I do this series every Thursday, which is a Nuzlocke kind of generation lock sort of thing. But I haven't done it in a while because I've been gone. I'll get into why I was gone later. But for the meantime, I'm here, so that's good, I guess. Do you have a thing for me? Can I? No, you've got the silk scarf. Okay. I forgot that Herdier forgets pickup. But yes, hello, welcome back to the TheCapsLocke. Last time we did some encountering, as well as, I believe, some stupidity. We didn't get our Eevee like I wanted. We got something else much worse instead, which was nothing. And today I think what we're gonna do is we're going to try and get our Route 4 encounter and potentially our Desert Resort encounter, depending on if those are available to us. If they aren't available to us, what we can do is get just train, which is fine. I don't mind training today. We have to. Hey Anger, how's it going? And Snowy, welcome in. I'm Snowy and I'm a pain in the nuts. No. Well, we're all pain in the nuts here at Bulbagarden. I'm a pain in the nuts too. But yeah, actually, let's kind of take a look at take stock of what we've got. And the answer is in the box, nothing. We got nothing in the box. So what do we have? Well, we just got this Drillbur in I think Relic Cave. Yeah, Relic Passage. We got this Drillbur, which not great, but I'm hoping that he can kind of get us through some of the mid game. We've got Mango the Coughing, who has served us pretty well. He's got the Poison Gas Venoshock Super Wombo combo on his side. He learned Sludge last time too, I remember. He hasn't seen a lot of important battles. In fact, we chose to not bring him at all to the second battle, which was a terrible decision. We have Herdier, Scott the Herdier. He's fine, I guess. He's got the scarf to boost him a little bit, but I mean, he's got workup, he's got tackle. I mean, takedown's fine, but it's not what I'm looking for this guy, because obviously this is a Nuzlocke. If your Pokemon die, they die. Takedown has the potential to self-harm. And lastly, we have DeLeon, who is Big Pex Tranquil, with Air Cutter and Roost and Quick Attack as well. I think DeLeon is going to be our primary counter to most of Burr's Pokemon, aside from the thing that I'm going to try and find some answer to, Webble. You have no answer to Webble aside from maybe Drillbur, but even so, it's still a little bit of a pain. So yeah, we'll see how things go. Obviously the first thing we're gonna do is go check out Ralph. Do that our personal income tax number. True. Pain in the neck. Well, you know me, I always try and make things as gruesome and obscene as possible. What do you get? Let me check and see what I can get on Route 4. So in Route 4, we can get Sandile, Darumaka, Minccino, Scraggy. On Mondays, we can get Braviary. That's fun. We won't be doing that. The Desert Resort, we can get Sandshrew, Sandile, Darumaka, Maractus, Dwebble, and Scraggy. And Deep Sand, we can get Siglith. And then the last place that we could get an encounter is the Relic Castle. Which we can get Sandshrew, Sandile, Yamask. I think that's all we can get at our current location. So, I mean, we have some dupes that we can utilize if we can get if we get a rare encounter in the first area. So I think obviously the best one I think out of all of these is probably going to be Darumaka. I've used Darumaka for most of the mid game in my Black and White 1 Nuzlocke run that I played just previous to this one on the channel. And yeah, I thought he was pretty good. But yeah, I'm not sure. There's really no good answer to Dwebble. Like, I guess Scraggy maybe, but even so, I don't think it has a fighting type move, and we don't have any water types. I don't think Dwebble's weak to ground either, although I could be wrong. Let's find out. I guess there's no reason why it wouldn't be weak to ground, huh? Make Easter animals to other animals besides rabbits. You know, for some reason that doesn't surprise me, but I've never heard of that. So, weird. Huh. Yeah, it's damaged normally by ground. Oh, you're talking about, like, chocolate animals. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. I thought that you were talking about, like plushies or, like, merch or something. That makes more sense that they would have multiple different animals. Let's see what we've got in our bag, TMs-wise. Squirrel. I mean, like, do you think that the do you think that the Easter rabbits and the Easter squirrels try and get it so that, like, they have wars on the supermarket shelves to try and sell off as many of the other as possible so that they live longer? Kind of morbid question, but all right. Other thing I wanted to look at was balls. Okay, we have okay and great. Team Squirrel. I'm also Team Squirrel. Rabbits are I'm not a huge fan of rabbits. Squirrels at least are really funny. Like, there was this like the squirrels at my university were so notorious for getting into strange places that there was a hey, catch up with the dowsing machine. Okay, are you gonna stop me? Are you gonna stop me from going forward? Good luck. Okay, thank you, Bianca. I want my Pokemon, please. But like, for me, it's like, the squirrels are just funnier. There was like the squirrels at my university were crazy, and so somebody had the bright idea to make an Instagram account dedicated to the squirrels of the university and like videotape squirrels doing strange things like carrying full bagels and pizza and stuff around and generally causing a nuisance. And so I have very fond memories of squirrels, I guess. Okay. We need to be careful with our encounters. Oh, that's our... This is our counter to Metal Claw. That's super effective. Even so, I do think we need to shoot for at least one encounter in this trio. We'll see what we get. We could end up with a double ground type, which would be pretty terrible. My team would have a terrible weakness to water, just like it did beforehand. But I think we just gotta go for it, honestly. We are hoping for Darumaka. I don't think... Let me check I'm checking the encounter rates again. So, we've got... Sandile, Darumaka at 35, Minccino at 25, Braggy at 5. We are hoping for the Darumaka as kind of a technical replacement. Alright, let's go for it. See what we can get. And it's Sandile. Okay, I mean, like, he's not bad. I don't mind him as an encounter, because Sandile in general is a good Pokemon. Krokorok is a good Pokemon. We had one very briefly in the white game, if I remember correctly. But like we didn't really get to use it. I do like Sandile, I have to admit. Now we just need to be careful not to kill him. Or die ourselves. Okay, good lack of crit there. It was 37 down to 21. We should switch. Let's switch it to Scott. We don't have a tank in this run right now. I would say, like, if anybody's our tank, actually, it's probably Coughing. So, honestly, like, a rock type would not be a bad encounter, but we can't really get one of those right now, can we? Also, if you're new to the streams, the TheCapsLocke streams, I do accept nickname suggestions from the audience, so if you're so inclined, I would love to nickname this Sandile that we just caught. Feel free to shout out suggestions in the chat, and I'll pick the one I like the best. And if you want to, you can use channel point rewards to prioritize your nickname suggestion. Snowy's already gone off with the fruit theme. We've got melon. If anybody else has suggestions, chocolate. What is this? Route 5, right? Route 4? Route 4. We got Sandile. Okay, Snowy's prioritizing with the channel point rewards. So, sorry, Anger, but we're gonna go with melon. And we automatically get to add it to our team, because we only have 5, which is kind of nice. Now we need to get out of the sand without dying. Maybe I will toss in my flying type. Okay, so we got our encounter here. Bested by fruit. Sometimes I too am bested by fruit. Specifically in, like, Suika game. Where you are the fruit. Or chat yells at me. We're gonna fix the encounters. So, yeah, Sandile, good encounter. Good encounter here. Not the most optimal encounter, which would have been Darumaka. We have a chance to get Darumaka again in the Desert Resort, which I think we might go for. Slightly less probability, but he is the highest chance Pokemon we can get, since Sandile will be a Dupe's Claws now. So, yeah, I mean, like, I think we go for Darumaka, because I do think that he would make a really good encounter for us in for this gym battle. Well, I could. Ooh, okay. All right. There is something I did not see. So if we do, we have two different tables here. If we do the first table that's outside the desert, but still in the Desert Resort, then we have a chance at Sandshrew, Darumaka, Maractus, Dwebble, Scraggy, same Pokemon as before. But we also I did say Psyglyph earlier when I was going through the table, but I missed 5% chance at Trapping. And having a Flygon would be really awesome. The Darumaka percentage does go down, but it does go down to give percentage to two good Pokemon in Psyglyph and Trapinch. Yeah, we'll see. Even the Maractus and Dwebble are not bad encounters here. The only one I don't want is Sandshrew, whose encounter rate is increased in the desert. But I think it's going to be worth it if we can get a better Pokemon. So, and I'm a gambling man, so we're going to go for it. Why am I running down? Ah, yes, Pokemon Center. That's why I'm running. I have a bike. Hi, Dark Wolf. How's it going? Congrats on the 5-stream streak. Thank you for all of your support. Welcome back, welcome back. It is very good to see you, my friend. Like I said at the beginning of this stream, this is probably my first stream in about 3 weeks. I guess it's been, what? It's been like 30 minutes since I went live, 20 minutes since I went live. Maybe, let's talk a little bit about why I was gone, shall we? So in the past, I've taken time off from streaming because of burnout problems. This was not one of those times. I did not want to go to not stream when I stopped, because we had just come off the coattails of the Catchathon, which was extremely successful. And like, I wanted to continue that momentum as much as possible, as well as the fact that, you know, we have a couple people on the channel who typically stream regularly who have not, for various reasons, streamed regularly. So I wanted to make sure I was pulling my weight. On Sunday, March 2nd, I think, my girlfriend had plans to go on a ski trip. And it was ski resort. I live in Northern Virginia, which is somewhat close to both the beach and the mountains. If you drive an hour in one direction, you get to the mountains, and if you drive 2 hours in another direction, you get to the beach. Which is nice because there's a variety of stuff to do, right? But an hour is an hour. So she went on this ski trip with some of our friends that are more experienced skiers than us. I was going to go on this trip, but I decided not to. I'm gonna go. Actually, while I tell the story, I'm gonna go grab some repels. So she went on this ski trip, and it's Sunday. I'm ready to just sit down and play Monster Hunter Wilds because I hadn't gotten the chance to really sit down and play the game, and uninterrupted. And I wake up after sleeping in at around 10. And 10 minutes later, 10 minutes after I woke up, I get a call from my friend who says, "Hey, your girlfriend broke her leg. She took a nasty fall and she thinks her leg is broken." And I was like, "Oh God." And so we went to the hospital because she was taken off of the frickin' ski route and put on an ambulance and taken to the hospital to see if her leg was broken. And yeah, it was broken. We get there and it's just a whole hassle. They couldn't do any surgery there to repair the leg, so they had to transport her, which was painful for her and painful for us hearing her be in pain. And so, you know, all of that to say, she recently got the major surgery to get the bone repaired, but for a good 2 weeks after the accident, her leg was too swollen to do anything. So, sorry, I've got March Madness pulled up on the side. It's fine. All right, we're good. So for 2 weeks she was essentially unable to move with this like external apparatus that was meant to kind of keep her leg in place and move the bone closer together so that they could operate safely on the bone. So because when she broke the bone, it was like dislodged, like misaligned. So this is part of why they needed the extra time. So with all that said, I became her primary caretaker because, well, we lived together, so of course I was going to be her primary caretaker. It was a lot. I'm still somewhat recovering from it, but myself. But we managed to get through it. She got that major surgery operated, and yeah, so she is currently staying with her mom who lives close by, because I will be away next week rather. So just wanted to make sure that, you know, she had someone to take care of her. Yeah, so that's why I was gone. I plan to pick streams back up now that I'm back. Obviously, like I said, I'll be gone for a week, so this is the one and only stream you'll get from me in this week, which sucks. I might go live tomorrow night, probably on my personal channel, maybe playing some Monster Hunter or something, but today it's gonna be, it's all gonna be Nuzlocke, and this will be the only stream on Bulba for the foreseeable future for me. But when I get back from my trip, I plan on returning full-time to Bulba, and and that includes streaming, and, you know, doing all of the things that I do on the forums and here for the multimedia channel and all that stuff. So, very long-winded explanation. I was very scared that he was going to fight me. But yeah, so that's why I've been gone. Again, should be back after my vacation, barring any other unforeseen circumstances. Hopefully, I don't break my leg. That would be terrible. But yeah, so that's what's been going on. But I appreciate you guys bearing with me while all of that happened. Yeah, painful stuff for everyone involved. But things seem to be on the mend, which is great. And we'll see how things go from there. So, I'm a little, like, not exactly super keen on fighting these trainers on the way to the desert resort. I think I mostly just got distracted for telling my story, and that's why I'm fighting this trainer specifically. Because I want to keep as many of these as possible for afterbirth, so that way I can utilize the level cap accordingly. but I won't say no to some extra experience. And I think what we'll do is we'll go to the desert resort, we'll get our encounter, we'll do it in the desert, so that way we do have the chance of the extra 2. And then we'll go and tackle the gym trainers, and then we'll train, and then we'll tackle work. I don't know if we'll get to all of that today, but that'll be the plan. At the very least. You're raising your freaking attack. I don't like that. And you outspeed me, which is also a problem. We could quick attack. Try and kill the quick attack. It's probably not gonna kill, we'll just air cutter. I can't do that because of torments, so we will quick attack instead. Oh, so close. Please do not kill my poor bird. I can't do that again. Uh-oh. No flinch. Good. Okay, cool. Everything is scary in challenge mode. Even the stupid little dog. Normans, hello, thank you for the hydrate. I shall do just that. My drink of choice tonight is mostly water with some liquid IV, because I went to the gym before. Yes. Hello, I am live. I just went on a 10-minute tangent explaining why I haven't been live for 3 weeks. So I'm not going to repeat myself, but long story short is, girlfriend broke her leg, I had to take care of her, all things stopped, aside from taking care of her and working, including streams, and now I'm back. For now, no streams next week though. That's the TLDR. Okay, let's go heal at the Poke Center, because I'm a coward. We could also grab some lemonade on our way back up. Yeah, it's been a rough couple of weeks, man. I wish I could have streamed. I thought about doing it on a couple of occasions. The other reason why I didn't stream is because her mom was staying with us. Because her, like, breaking a bone, like, when you break your arm, you can walk, you know? Like, you can do basic things, like walk. When you break your leg, you can't do that. So she needs help doing everything. She needs help getting up, she needs help getting things from places because she can't get up to get them. She needs help going to the bathroom, everything. So it's very much a two-person job. At least, I would say like 1.5 person job. It's not always a two-person job to do everything, but it definitely, that extra hands definitely help. I think she's at a point now where she's like more comfortable and a little bit more self-sufficient than she had been with the external apparatus. So yeah, that's the shebang. Normans, how have you been? It's been a while, as obvious as it is. I like the little star next to your name. That's fun. I didn't know you did that. Yeah, hope you guys are hope you and everyone else are doing well. It's been quite a bit. All right. Time to hunt for a small, round, red guy. What is Darumaka? Is it like a mole? No, it's a monkey, isn't it? At least Darmanitan's a monkey. Global geography. Is that like, kind of like sociology? Like, it's like geographical representations of the human race? Or is it just like maps? Maps 101. I think geography should be something that everyone learns in like elementary school and middle school, because I don't know like how many people I've talked to that just don't know where the states are. And, like, it's like, man, you gotta know that. Like, please, I know that you live in, like, one, and you know the ones that are close by to where you live, but you gotta know where the states are, dude. You can't just live your life not knowing that. Good port. Mango is levitate, right? Mango and melon. And strawberry. Snowy's fingerprints have been all over this. Yeah, okay, he's got levitate. He's fine. He's fine. He can do all these things. Well. This is where we are locked. No Darumaka for us. Big sad, big sad. We can at least fight these Fisher boys and the rest of the trainers on this half, because the fact that the Desert Resort is blocked off means that we can then use these guys as experience. Feel a little better about that. So we're gonna fight these guys. Dang, that sucks. That really sucks. Since when was this a science class? Hey. More power to you for doing it though, man. That's like I said, people need to know where things are. Okay, this is the guy with the Psyduck that we need to switch out. It's the guy with the Psyduck. Okay. Probably need to go back to the bird. Or we could bring in... Why don't we bring Scott in, actually? We haven't seen Scott yet today. Who has a message for me on Discord? Oh, it's Snowy, with pictures of the chocolate anteater and squirrel. That's wild. Wow, what the heck? Chat, what animal would you want to be, what animal would you want to be an Easter candy? I feel like butterflies are very easy. Like Easter candy chocolate butterflies make a lot of sense. Ooh, strawberry gained level. He can learn dig! Yes, please. Get rid of this thing of rapid spin. Do we want to get rid of rapid spin? Fury Swipes is probably the better choice. Do like Fury Swipes. That's no, we'll forget it. 80% accurate. It's not worth it. Not worth it. Marshmallow butterflies. Now that is a thought. Yeah, I can see that. Like similar to like the peeps, you can like kind of collect them. I don't know if that's what people do. But yeah. I'm always worried about Basculin, man. That's hit like a truck. Yeah, like peeps. Exactly. I really don't like peeps. So I will say that. There's something about them just tastes weird to me. It tastes artificial. And I know that's really superficial, given that it's a marshmallow, but like something about it doesn't taste like a marshmallow. I don't know if they gotta like make a specific formula to avoid lawsuits or whatever. And that's why it tastes weird, but yeah. I don't like them. The sugar coating? Yeah, I bet that's probably what it is. It's the artificial coloring. Doesn't taste great. Alright, with mango for this guy, this Basculin user. Basculin is so annoying to me because it's like, it can be a monster, but then by the time you get one, it's like not that great. I'm glad it got an evolution in PLA. We could go for the poison gas Venom Shock, or we could just sludge it. Press sludge. 8 damage. Yeah, sludge was the right answer. Third, your first challenge round. Well, tell us what it is. Don't leave us hanging. That guy is me. I can't just help but flop around. Flip, flop, flip, flip, flop, flip. Yeah. I'm just like that. I'm just like a fish. Fire type only Scarlet and Violet run. So you've got Skeledirge, Ceruledge, Armarouge. Who else is a fire type in that game? Is the Coal in Scarlet and Violet? I can't remember. Flareon. Got your Flareon. Not a lot of early game fire types, are there? A lot of them are like the dogs, birds, Bellybolt, Wiglet, those guys. Do you have a planned team for your monotype challenge? I thought about doing a monotype challenge. It would be fun to do like a normal type monotype Nuzlocke of a game. That would be kind of fun. Let's go back up. Fight. I think we have like one more person that we can fight on that route. Pokemon with secondary type. That does make sense. You want variety. What can you say? The other thing that's been a pain with my girlfriend being injured as she is my sleep schedule is all messed up because if she needs something in the middle of the night, I have to be there. I don't mean to complain, by the way. It's more just like giving context to my situation. That's what I'm doing. It's not a burden or anything. It's totally fine. She has a Drillbur of her own. I'm gonna go with my dog. Old Scarf Dog. Trying to think. Look it up. Oh, thank you. I was just about to look up a list. Access to DLC stuff, so I've obtained Fuecoco, Tepic, Rotom Stove, Charcadets, Houndour, Vulpix, Growlithe, Litwick, Fletchling, and Redbird from Alola. From Alola, that's Oricorio Fire, I think, right? New level for Strawberry, very nice. I mean, you've got Litwick and Fletchling, which are good ones. Fletchling is the early game fire type, that's what it is. Obviously, like, Skeledirge and Litwick share typing, so that might not be, you might want to pick one, and Skeledirge, I think, is better than Chandelure. Rotom Stove has multi-types. Hey, Aragon, how's it going? Violet form, yeah. I don't know all the Oricorio form names. I just know that there's a yellow one, a pink one, a red one, and some other color. Yeah, I think that's the others that you've mentioned. I mean, Charcadet, again, Fire Ghost. You know, you got Fire Ghost. That's like all you've got. And Fire Psychic. Fire Psychic is good typing. Hey, Soapy, how's it going? Yes, I am back from a long absence. Details of which I am not going to share again. Because I already did. These boulders suddenly lined up like this. But yes, I am back. I'm back for a limited time, just like horses. Before I got more to obtain, but no transfer Pokemon. Okay, yeah. I mean, that figures, right? That takes away from the spirit of the challenge. I don't want to just transfer in Mons. You want to use what the game gives you, man. Otherwise, it's not a challenge. Probably went over odds on a shiny hunt. Oh, does that mean you got it earlier than the normal odds? Or the opposite? Like, it took you longer than the normal odds to get the shiny. Oh, you transfer... Wait, how would you have transferred Tepig? I guess, yeah. I guess you would have transferred. But, like, even so, it's like, you already have a starter, so it's like, yeah, Tepig's there, but... Jesus crap. Oh, from the catch-a-thon. True. Yeah, you were catching up a storm, weren't you? Okay, I see what you mean. Okay. You got a Rattata when you were looking for Zubat. That's kind of funny. Hello, give me my fresh water. I need to look at the gym trainers. Okay, they should all be weak to mine. Problem. They have any Dwebble. A couple of them have Dwebble later on. You be careful about that. Whoa. You know. No legendary or future moth thing from Area 0. What? I can't remember. It's Iron Moth? Or Silver Wing? Can't remember if one of them is not a fire type. Sliver Wing. Right? Is that his name? Dude, I haven't touched Scarlet and Violet in months. Good riddance. I didn't even need it for the catch-a-thon. I didn't even roll Scarlet and Violet during the catch-a-thon. Okay, uppies we go. You know. There gonna be a guy that pops out of this? Man, a dude? Yes. Ah! Ew! I hate it. I hate it. Disgusting. Like he's coming out of an egg. It's gross. Two Pokemon only run? Ultra Sun. Huh. Limited teams like that, I'm not sure I'm a super huge fan of it. Like, at least with like a Monotype and Nuzlocke run, you can build a team. I think is a very appealing aspect of Pokemon. But when you limit the number of Pokemon you can have on your team, it's like, I don't know, it just feels weird. Getting rid of Leer for Detects. Hope you know why. Want to know which Pokemon I'm using? Sure. I mean, hey, you're gonna tell me anyway, so go ahead. I'm gonna guess starter and, something. I don't know. As long as it's not Bruxish, I don't care. Look at him hiding back there. Well, at least as long as it's not Bruxish, I won't hate you. Of course I care. Oh, it is Bruxish? Well, that's all I need to know. You don't need to talk about it anymore. Good. Good, it's not Bruxish. Fine. I got, so while I've been kind of going in and out of the hospital, I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Go. And there was, Bruxish, I think, had Community Day recently. Or if it didn't have Community Day, there was just, like, a point where it spawned, like, a ton of Bruxish by my apartment. And I got a shiny Bruxish from an event. And to prove my point and commit myself to the bit about how much I hate that stupid fish, I took a video of myself transferring the shiny Bruxish, and I posted it in the Bulbagarden staff channel and saying, this is how much I hate this Pokemon. I mean, it's what? It's water poison, right? Like, I guess it has range. Or is it water psychic? I mean, I'll post it in the multimedia channel on the Discord. It is water psychic. Okay. Well, I mean, that makes it a little better than Quillfish Clone. It's just like, now that I'm on this train, it's like, I can't get off. All I think about is that stupid fish staring at me with its unblinking eyes and its creepy ass teeth. Like, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. So gross. Ugh. Oh, we should have moved it. It's a mango. Okay, Dwebble, Swadloon. You need to switch out for Swadloon, because it can kill us with Razor Leaf. I should give something to Strawberry. As long as you're not hating on Cryogonal. I think Cryogonal is like a 6 out of 10 Pokemon. He's good. Actually, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, he's more of a 7.5 out of 10. His concept is really funny, like frozen tears, but also kind of like a clock. Frozen time. I don't know. My boy gets too much hate. Then again, I mean, he isn't very good. At least in my experience, I've never used one. My cat decided to lay out my arm.
My cat is sitting under the bed of the table. I could take a picture of him and send it to the
Ignore the post-it note on me. Here, it's posted in the Discord. Now.
He was keeping my feet warm.
And he moved. Ooh, plus attack. Yes. Sand attack. Mine is accuracy. No. That's a good meme. I like that meme. I like thinking of various things that would happen to a person that would change their lives. The possibilities are endless, man. Alright, switch to... we could switch to Mango. God. What can this thing do to Mango? There's no Psychic. She's biscuiting! She's making biscuits on your... Oh, you can't be mad at her. That's so cute. Everyone post cat pictures in this... in the multimedia channel on the Discord server. I want to see cats. Go here, join that. There's a channel called Bulbagarden Multimedia. Post cats in it. Is that air cutter? That was not air cutter. Razor Leaf, that's what that was. What looks like that? What if I had cats? No! Oh, Jesus Christ. Angie, if it was anyone other than you who said that, they would have gotten banned instantly. With extra A's for all the time missed streaming. Jesus Christ, Angie. Hi, hello. How are you? Were you like counting? Were you adding like individual days? You're like, I've got a message saved and typed for Caps that I'm gonna hit enter on as soon as he gets back. Soapy, I'm not gonna answer that question. You know the answer to that question. And if you don't, well, that's a problem. Alright, let's grab... What do we need? Do we need anything over here? Juice. Milk. Eggs. Wow. Wow. Oh. That's how big that message was. I see. Chat, where are we gonna go to train? I guess we could go to the sewers, and we can go to the little place in the little place in the city that that Eevee spawns in. Is there rustling grass there? Can we get Audino there? Angie, how are you doing this evening, my friend? Yes, you can get Audino there. Okay. 80%. Holy crap. Oh, okay, yeah, you get Delcatty or Lilligant. Alright, let's do that then. Go to the sewers. Work has been tiring, but I've been doing pretty well. Save for survival. Yeah, me too. I feel like I don't know what it is about March, but apparently everyone is busy. Like, my work is crazy. Everyone I'm talked to is like super busy. It's a problem. Bloody holiday in March. Jesus, yeah. Own claws. That might be a move to get rid of Mud Slap. Rapid Spin or Mud Slap? Which is more useful? Rapid Spin gets rid of Leech Seed. Does any of Burr's Pokemon know Leech Seed? Catch anything new yet? No. We have no more encounters we can get, actually. I'm trying to think. I would say Rapid Spin is probably more useful. Neither is particularly useful. I mean, Mudslap we get stabbed, but the guaranteed accuracy drop or getting rid of hazards. Gift Eevee somewhere in Castelia. I mean, I already got my empty lot encounter. Also, you can't get that right now, can you? I'm not seeing a gift Eevee on Bulbapedia. Look it up. Okay, okay. I think you may be thinking of Black and White 1. But I'm not sure. So go ahead and look it up. Let me know what you find. I'm gonna get rid of... I'm gonna get rid of Rapid Spin. I don't see that being a thing. Like Wrap and Bind aren't that terrible. Spikes, nobody uses Spikes, and Leech Seed, I'm never gonna have Drillbur in against a grass type, so why would I even bother? Yeah. That way's to the Relic Castle. This way is to the empty lot. Oh god. If we do this, this means that we have to listen to this stupid Castelia theme. over and over and over and over again. Look, okay, I like the Castelia theme, okay? I think it's a good theme. Solid theme, actually. I'd probably give it like an 8.5 out of 10. It is so repetitive, and you spend so much time in this city during most of this section of the game. Nimbasa theme, 10 out of 10. Building in front of gym, 3rd floor. Okay. I need to check something. Rocky for the Eevee. I can do that. Wow. Well, no, it's after. Yeah, it's after E4. Post game. Bummer. Would have been awesome. But bummer. Guys. The bomb knows self-destruct now. We have a bomb. Rocky for the next catch. I'll try to remember. I'll put a note on. The bomb's gonna explode! Game next. What do I care about the most? The bird, right? Bring the bird. Rocky is still a fruity name. Why? I don't eat rocks. Do you eat rocks? Are you a Goron? Have you been a Goron this whole time and you never told us? I can't believe that. Crazy. Rock melon? No, I guess so. But it is a little bit out of your wheelhouse, out of your typical wheelhouse, which I appreciate. Gotta add a little spice, gotta add a little flavor. Do you think there are different flavored rocks for Gorons? Yes! Yes, canonically this is true. Because when they eat the cursed rock roast, the dark glowing rock roast in Tears of the Kingdom, it specifically tastes different than a regular rock roast. This implies that different rocks have flavor based on their priorities and characteristics. Now, if you were going to say, does a quartz taste any different from a, like, does a slate taste any different from a schist? I don't know. You'll have to ask Goron for that. Our good buddy Goron, you know, the guy, the one that we know. I forgot how painful all of it is. If I was a Goron, I'd probably eat exclusively igneous rock. I feel like that's gotta be like the equivalent of like a Goron's keto diet. Or like an all-natural diet. Because, like, Gorons are rocks and made from lava. Well, not, like, made from lava. I don't think they are. But they have a lot of connection with lava and volcanoes, and they can walk through lava, I'm fairly certain. Their bodies aren't affected by heat. So I think that eating igneous rock is probably like the original rock that the Gorons ate. And so it's just like the same as like a keto diet. Never seen a Goron walk through lava. I don't think I have either. Yeah, maybe not actually. I'm trying to think, because there's like a couple quests in Breath of the Wild where you help out Gorons by a lava pool. I can't remember if they go in it at all. I don't know. Good question. Question for a Zelda expert, of which I am not. I'm not a Zelda expert. Believe me, Angie, I am about as much of a Zelda expert as Emmy is a Zelda expert. Like, no. I played the games. That's all I do. I mean, like, I consume Zelda media. I know a lot, but I would by no means call myself an expert. Hello, plant. Synthesis, you fool. How about Synthemis? It's funny though, because I think amongst a lot of my friends and the people I talk to regularly, I am the Zelda guy. So, I don't know. Maybe I am the Zelda. I'm certainly not the Zelda expert on Bulbastaff. That's the guy who works for Zelda Universe. Torment could be good. Play more Zelda games than anyone I know. I guarantee you Ezlo has played every Zelda game. Do I want this? Do I want Mud Slap on my melon? Do I want mud on my melon? I think it's honestly better than Sand Tomb because of the accuracy. Screw it. There are a total of 3 Zelda games I have never played in the main series. I've played all of the other ones. Is this a lie? No, it is not. The 3 games are Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons, and Four Sword Adventures. Those are the ones. Just better sand attack. You're right, I'm dumb. I need to start thinking of it like that. Let's see if we can get a move to replace sand attack. No. Just use Thief. Four Swords is the co-op. Yeah, it is. Perfect. There we go. All's well that ends well. Yeah, Four Swords Adventures is the co-op Zelda on the GameCube. It's a top-down Zelda game that you play with 4 players, and you need, like, well, I think it's like 2 or 4 players. It's really weird. And you need Game Boy adapters and Game Boy controllers to get the full experience. Like, you need like 4 you need 4 Game Boys. 1 for each person to actually play the game to the fullest. To its fullest. I want something like that again. The main series was that the only multiplayer Zelda game. No. It was not the only multiplayer Zelda game. They released a game on they released a game on the 3DS that was also a multiplayer game, called The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes. And it was certainly one of the games of all time. It is well and by far considered the worst mainline Zelda game by most fans. Most younger fans specifically. Well, no, even older fans hate it. I would actually say probably the older fans maybe hate it more than the newer ones too, because I think newer Zelda fans would hate the old games, but older Zelda fans like the old games. So it's like it's different, you know? So I'm in a sticky situation and I'm gonna run because I can. Or I can't. Cool. Triforce Heroes was bad because it was a 3-player game instead of a 4-player game, which is a really weird amount to have. There was no way you could play with 2 players or 4 players. It had to be 3. And it was just a weird thing that they did. There was no in-game voice chat, so you had to communicate with like people, like presumably online, with like reactions, like emotes essentially, which is very hard to do. And the game is just repetitive as hell. It's all about just doing dungeons and solving puzzles, which, I mean, has some merit and is fun, but the way they implemented it is just not great. And so that's Triforce Heroes. So, I mean, you can clamor for a multiplayer Zelda game. Like, I do think that there is a way out there that they could feasibly create a game, a multiplayer experience that's fun. But their track record is not great. Because they have one game which requires you to have 4 Game Boys and 4 Game Boy adapters and a GameCube and a copy of the game to play it properly. And one that is virtually unplayable today because there's no online for the 3DS. And also on top of that has a bunch of other flaws. So their track record isn't great. But it is certainly a shame. Oh, Oscar's here now. On top of the desk.
No. What do?
I'd like to go outside now. He's rubbing up against me. Hey, Dad. Do you think Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom would have done well as multiplayer? Breath of the Wild would not have succeeded as multiplayer because it is a very single-player focused game. And there's not a lot you can do with its systems that would appeal to multiplayer audience. Tears of the Kingdom, on the other hand, I think would succeed as a multiplayer game because of the crafting and the creation elements in it. And I actually think that would be a really cool thing to design puzzles around. Would be like the way that like it would heighten the player experience in certain situations because there would be even more solutions to the puzzles. that the devs had never thought of because, you know, there's a whole 2 other people involved. So that's my thought on that. What do you think?
Would you like to go in lap? Is that what you want?
Oh. I'm sorry. Man, I'm getting slapped out the wazoo, man. What would I like to see from a multiplayer? I think a Zelda MMO would be really interesting. Because MMOs already have the makings of, like, multiplayer. Like, I mean, at the very least, I'm thinking specifically Final Fantasy here. That's the MMO I have the most experience with. But it's also true in Elder Scrolls Online as well, which I've played a fair bit of. But dungeons, right? Like, there are already dungeons that exist in multiplayer sorts of things, and Zelda's known for its dungeons. And granted, like, the problem in general with dungeons is once you solve it once, you know the answers to everything. And there's no way to fix that. I mean, like, you see it in Final Fantasy 2, where, like, people know the routes, people as soon as you've done the dungeon like 3 or 4 times, like, you know the routes, you know the solutions, you know what you need to interact with, you know how to beat the boss. You know, it's like, I feel like Zelda could do the same thing, essentially, where, like, nothing is lost by doing that, right? Like, if that's how dungeons work in an MMO, then putting a Zelda dungeon in an MMO would make a lot of sense, right? Like, there's ways you could do that. I don't know. Interesting thought experiment for sure. Okay. So here's our progress. We're actually making decent progress. The level cap is 26 for challenge mode. We haven't touched Scott or Strawberry at all, but we do have Mango, and Melon's got the experience share. So, I mean, we're moving pretty fast. But that being said, I'm probably only going to be live for like another 30-40 minutes. 11 o'clock, good cutoff time. I have to wake up early for work, and I want to play Xenoblade tonight because Xenoblade came out today, and I want to at least start it. I want to at least create my character. So yeah, probably gonna dip in about 30 minutes, but we'll go over the schedule for upcoming streams at the end of the stream. So anyone who missed my spiel earlier can listen along and hear what's going on with Caps' life. Or, well, not my life, but streams. Argument over whether Dungeons of Final Fantasy should be maxed. I think that the way they are right now is fine. And I think that people, at least in my experience as a new player in Final Fantasy, players are very understanding of new players and willing to let new players do new player things. Like mess up. Or watch cutscenes. Or, you know, like, help. It's a very helpful community, right? So, if a person is trying to min-max dungeon, like, if a player is a dungeoner, right? Somebody who does a lot of dungeons. Hi, Joe. It's going well. They probably don't play a lot of low-level dungeons where you're gonna see more new people. So, like, you can min-max the high-level dungeons and carry new players, while at the same time letting new players explore the earlier dungeons and the more specific ones to their heart's content. Which, I mean, maybe there's stuff I don't know, and you know, other considerations that would need to be made for like that. Who knows? I think dungeons in Final Fantasy are fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with them in my opinion. They're just fine. But yeah, Joe, nice to see you too, man. It's been a hellish couple of weeks, but I am back for tonight. And hopefully back more in the future. Yeah, right now, we're just basically just training up for Berg. Please, please, please be live on April 24th. I just checked, it's a Thursday. I don't know why it wouldn't be. I'm gonna be in town. Look at my calendar. Oh, hey, KR. KR, you need to send me your Hunter ID, man. I thought about messaging you about it, but I forgot. Don't have anything happen that day. I will see what I can do. Does that day happen to be your birthday or something? You don't have wilds yet. Oh, wait, I thought, okay. No, you're playing Rise. Rajang is in Rise. I'm silly. I'm sorry. Joe, my question to you to answer that question is, do you like killing things? Do you like beating things up repeatedly? Do you like bashing your head against a wall so many times? All for the sake of getting something good. Do you like shiny hunting? Do you like shiny hunting? If you like shiny hunting, you will like Monster Hunter. Ah, I see, Joe. I will keep that in mind. Monster Hunter is a very specific kind of fun. It can be very frustrating at times, and very tedious at others, but the combat is so clean and crisp and fun, and it's so good that it makes up for everything else. Essentially just monster killing simulator. But there's like 14 weapons that you can use. There are tons of replay value. I'm not getting any bites here. Tons of replay value, lots of customization, really fun gameplay. That's Monster Hunter. And Wilds is the best place to start, in my opinion. Having played two other Monster Hunter games, but mostly only playing Red. I feel like I would hate Hunter because I feel like there's a steep learning curve with how you use your weapons. There can be, depending on the weapon. I would say that the learning curve for weapons was harder in Rise, at least so far, was harder in Rise than it is in World, because, or in Wilds, excuse me. Because Wild's systems make gameplay easier. And it allows you to feel like you're progressing a little bit faster. If that makes sense. I will say it's similar to Worlds than Rise. More similar to Worlds than Rise. But that said, I don't know. I still think it's a lot of fun. It is a $70 game though. If you don't have $70 and you're not sure you like it, then don't buy the game, please. Please do not waste $70. Getting Xenoblade, yay! I have my copy. It's sitting on my desk right here. Like I said, I'm ending stream at 11 so I can go play it because I really want to play it. Nice, nice. Yeah, I went over to GameStop today to grab my copy. Fingers crossed. I'm getting slapped across the face a lot. Jesus. Alright, we're gonna switch out of the infatuation here. Let's go to the berry. The berry. I will say, Angie, I believe pre-order windows on GameStop is, pre-order windows on GameStop is 3 days, I think, from release. So I'm not sure that they would be able to give you a copy until Sunday, because the game came out today. So today, tomorrow, Saturday, and then they might have an extra copy. I will say that X is very different from Xenoblade 1, 2, and 3, but from what I understand, has a lot of what makes 1, 2, and 3 great in it. In terms of world design, exploration. I've never played X, because I bought it on Wii U and then left my Wii U at home when I went to college and never touched it. So, and then I sold my copy of X to Magnadeath. So, this is going to be my first time playing it. Very excited. Game Art Australia is selling TCG Booster Pack pre-orders for $200. Jeez Louise, the prices on TCG are so out of control, it's not even funny. We need to heal. Yeah, I was at GameStop today, and they had a sign on the door talking about, like, the new TCG set, and it was basically like, oh, we have 34 in stock, but you can only buy one, or 3 booster packs. Like, we're only letting you buy 3 booster packs, which is wild. It wasn't always like this, was it? Like, TCG craze, resale market wasn't always like this, like in Gen 3, Gen 4 era TCG. My thumbs hurt. My thumbs hurt from mashing left and right. Should I bring my Switch so you get to see what World of Final Fantasy is like? I think it depends on what we do. If we do something similar to what we did last time, I would say probably not. Because it would be easier. It would just be easier, I think, that way. But also, like, I'm down to check it out at some point when I get a free second on a stream or something like that. And I think it might just be easier to do it that way. If that makes sense. But we need to still, from what I understand, we still need to nail out plans. I have not talked to the other one this evening, so I don't know. Can we please hit an attack? Thank you. God. Tell my Tranquil that she's not the one. That being said, Angie, if we do end up doing something else, I don't know what that would be. But again, depending on what we do, it might make sense. We just need to finalize details. I'll DM you after stream. Guess it depends on plan. Yeah, exactly. Depends on plans. I am leaving those plan delegations up to Blanc because I don't want her to get overwhelmed. Because I'm a very neurotic planner and she is very much not. So the way I make plans can sometimes be stressful, and I do not want to intrude on that. I'm not. I'm leaving it to her. Or at least I'm keeping my hands off until I need to put my hands back in, if that makes sense. Embargo. No. Embargo's so useless in regular Pokemon. Always take your Switch everywhere. I take my 3DS more places than I take my Switch, I'll be honest. Even to this day. I take my Switch on vacations. That's for sure. Especially because docks are somewhat portable. Like, all things considered, packing a Switch is like so much easier than packing most, like any other gaming console. Big enough pockets? Bro, my pockets cannot fit a Switch. My pockets are not that big. She's not the one. She's not the one. Thank you. That's just what we have to do, chat. We have to talk to him and say, just let him know. Like, there are other girls out there. And then he'll hit. She's not the one. She's It's not the one. No! Got. Finish this off. I need to figure out if I'm going to bring my 3DS on my trip to the land where Angie lives. I would bring my stream 3DS, but I don't want to get I don't want it to get lost. And also the other thing is, like, there wouldn't be a reason to bring it, because, like, I'm not going to be streaming. Any games I play on it will be Pokemon. But I don't really need to worry about bringing too many games. But even so, like, there's a good possibility I just don't use it at all, because I'm going to be playing Xenoblade in the very limited free time I will have. Because, you know, it's a vacation. I'm not there to play Xenoblade. I do hope that Nintendo does. I don't think it will be something like Street Pass on the native system for the Switch 2, but I wonder if I didn't get anything. I just got your message that you sent me earlier about the chocolate babies. It's probably the multimedia channel. That you might be getting messages. What was I saying? Switch 2 Street Pass. I don't think that the Switch 2 system itself is going to have native Street Pass, but I do think that it's possible that they expand the offerings of the Nintendo phone app to have some sort of Street Pass experience that connects to your Switch 2. So you're out and about with your phone, you ping a person, because phones have that capability. Like, you can choose to, like, the example that I remember is the COVID-Wise app. So there was an app that could track if you had been exposed to someone who had tested positive for COVID-19 during the height of the pandemic. You could enable your phone to to connect it to your, like, online testing account or whatever, and if you tested positive and uploaded a positive test to their repository, it would then go ping people who you had interacted with or been close to in the last, like, however many odd days, right? 4 days. And those people would get a notification on their phone saying, hey, you may have been exposed to somebody with COVID-19. Like, I think that Nintendo could implement something very similar and much less sinister with their phone app, where, you know, willing participants turn on the packet sending on the app, right, and say, yes, I'm willing to exchange data with other people I pass by who also can exchange data with me, and then essentially you have Street Pass, right? You have Street Pass on. You don't have to bring your Switch everywhere. You just need to have a phone and then connect your phone to your Nintendo account, which is also connected to your Switch, and then based on that, like you can do Street Pass stuff, like or Street Pass related stuff. That I can see as something being a possibility for the Switch 2. All that to say, I am not going to be carrying my Switch 2 around like a, and I hope that they do implement something similar to Street Pass in the future, because it was a lot of fun. It was certainly a you had to be there moment. Noe, did you just get a ping? Because I sent a message in that channel, and so I'm curious. Okay, let's look at our progress. Like about a level higher than where we were before. I think I'm gonna go run back to the Pokemon Center real quick. We're going to bring Scott in the front. No ping? I got nothing, dude. Could've been anything. But yeah, we're gonna run back to the Pokemon Center real quick. Get some more air cutter for our bird. And then keep training. 13 minutes left on the timer. Where I call it quits today. A little bit of a stall sesh. I apologize, but it is what it is. Okay, back go. Into the sewers. And out of the swamp, or not. A bird, a rat, a plane, a muse. Back all. Kill this man. Kill this rat. Rat is dead. And here we are, back bouncing against these two walls. A cat! Oh my god, finally. The first cat we've seen. I should have expected that. I feel like we were doing so well with the grinding, and now it's gotten a lot slower ever since DeLeon has been close to the level cap. Oh, I missed your message, Angie. Bring back main menu music for the Switch 2 and for the eShop at the bare minimum is satisfied. I think those are nice touches, yeah. I don't think it's like a system seller, but I mean, it would certainly be nice to have. What I'm personally most excited for on the Switch 2 are the apparent mouse capabilities that those Joy-Cons have. I've talked about it before, but those seem rather intriguing. And it could give the Switch 2 a functionality that other consoles don't have. A built-in mouse. No other console has that. You have to buy a mouse to use it on a PlayStation. Certain the mouse thing would be a gimmick. Like, maybe. I mean, like, it could be a gimmick in some games, but I'm more thinking of it being used as a way to get more games on the system. Like, PC games can be on the system. You know what I mean? Like, you can bring... It could also be an extra control option for something like a shooter. You have a Joy-Con in one hand controlling the stick. Imagine playing Fortnite, right? Like, you could have like Fortnite with a mouse and no keyboard. Sounds weird, but hear me out, right? You've got functionalities to shoot. You've got enough functionality to shoot. You've got 4 face buttons on the thing. You'll have access to the face buttons using the right hand mouse or whatever. You would control by moving the stick in one hand and then aim by moving the mouse. No keyboard needed. You could theoretically play Fortnite. And then, like, I say Fortnite, but I mean, like, you can generalize that to any game. Pretty much. Not like any game, but like any game that has mouse and keyboard option, you could do something. A hybrid controller mouse keyboard, which is really cool. The possibilities are endless. My God, I love the mouse. Snowy, here, I will give you one concession, okay? So, when I move, I'm going to be moving in with someone. My girlfriend and I are going to take on an extra roommate to cut costs for living, because shit be expensive these days. That person who I'm going to be living with has a PC, and I've talked to them, and they said that I can try out the PC. So, like, I'll be able to understand your whole shtick now. I'll be able to at least... She's not the one, she's not the one, she's not the one, she's not the one. Please, hit your move. Hit your move. But, who knows, maybe I get more accustomed to these stuff. Now that I have one accessible to me. A good one accessible to me. There we go. I could also see it being used as a gimmick. I will give you that much. How many you unpacked your PS5? I didn't even know you had a PS5. Why do you have a PS5? You're a PC gamer. You don't need one. I mean, Snowy, you have to remember, my mind does not remember these small bits and pieces. On top of that, I've had a lot more pressing things to think about over the last couple of weeks. Internet dropped. No! Internet dropped. I'm sorry. I'll TLDR basically for you. I think it could be a gimmick, but I think its primary use is going to be to get more games on the system. Think about using one Joy-Con as a mouse and one as a controller. You could play something like Fortnite like that. You can move with the stick and then aim with the mouse and shoot with the mouse. And do all that other stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it's possible. It sounds weird, but I feel like once you were to get used to it, it would make a lot more sense. Why does everyone love Audino? Stop looking at the rabbit. Stop looking at her like that. Also the Grillable. Yeah, raw. Sadly, there's a stupid thing called console. Snowy. The whole thing about the PS5 is that it has like 6 games. It has like 6 console exclusives. The rest of them you can play on PC. That's the whole internet meme about it. You got the wrong system. Oogie plushie. Sounds gorgeous. Want one? Good dig. Based Quick Claw, come on. Thank you. Hunting these Audino is such a pain. You know what I never did also, by the way? Is checked Melon's nature. Was at the time PS exclusive. Okay, that's. Was it Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? Its nature is plus special minus SPDEF. I think that is a terrible nature, but it. You don't want Quick Claw to activate turn 2 of Dig. I mean, yes, no. I don't, most of the time. But then it worked out in my favor, so I don't mind. But you're right, most of the time I shouldn't want. I'm not gonna keep the Quick Claw on Drill. Okay? It can be better used elsewhere. It's mostly just there to give Drover an item right now. Almost time for Xenoblade. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'll do it right away. I've got some stuff I need to take care of first. The Last of Us. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was PS exclusive, wasn't it? For a time. Here, we'll do Mango next. See, are you guys not sick of this music yet? I've been here for an hour. I just tune it out. I mean, after a time, I can see it, but it's not like here. Yeah, it's tune outable. Like unlike other songs, which are not right. You can kind of just shove it in the background and not think about it. But like, then when you think about it, when you actually think about it, you go like, oh God, that's been playing for so long, hasn't it? why buy PlayStation games if the remaster version comes out in 6 months? This is true, but also launch day hype is a thing. Very much a thing. People want to play their games when they come out. All right, as we murder this Audino, hold on, my cat's gonna want out. The auto feeder's real. We're back. Okay. So, as we kill this Audino, I will go over kind of what the plan is for the foreseeable future for Caps' streams. So today's stream happening, done, very good. Saturday is up in the air. I don't know if I'm going to stream on Saturday yet. Like I said, I'm going on vacation, so I'm gonna need to pack, take care of things around the house, and my flight leaves at 3. Typically stream ends at 1, which is when I would want to be at the airport. I don't know if it's going to happen yet. We'll have to see on how much work I can get done tomorrow. And if it does happen, it will probably happen earlier than normal. I'll post about this in the Bulbagarden multimedia channel as soon as I have an update for you guys on Saturday's stream. Next week, the Caps Lock is canceled, and so is Mystery Dungeon Mornings. So no streams for me next week. The following week, we will pick back up again. So the next Caps Lock stream will be, what day is that? I think it's the 3rd of April. That will be a thing, I believe. I might have something going on, but we'll have to. Once again, stay with, go to our Discord and hang out in the multimedia channel. And I'll have the latest updates in that channel for you guys, alongside all of the other streamers that we have on our channel. Post their updates there too. So be sure you're in the Discord, be sure you're looking at that channel for stream updates. Personal channel streams, they will return once I am back from vacation. I want to finish Fire Emblem. I want to start Portal 2. Looks like the game that's going to be played on my channel is going to be Portal 2. And I believe I should be starting another game as well that you guys pick. So yeah, I need to double check what those options are. I forgot. One is Zelda, one is Super Hot, and I think there's a third option. It might be Portal, but I'm already planning on streaming Portal, so maybe I'll just pick the second option. But we'll see. But yeah, those streams will return at some point soon. I was thinking of maybe going live tomorrow evening, but again, it depends on how much I do with packing and stuff like that. Tokyo Mirage Session Sharp FE. Eventually, TM will get to that godforsaken game. But yeah, so those are the plans for my streams on the channel. Plans for general Bulbagarden streams on the channel. I believe Magdadeath should be live tomorrow on the Bulba channel doing his Gen 1 for Dummies is kind of what I've dubbed his stream. He's playing through finishing the Pokemon Yellow run that he did during the Hatchathon. Now, that might be done by now. I genuinely do not know. But yeah, so that will be happening. Dawning, if she's feeling better, will stream on Saturdays. I wouldn't give it a guarantee. She's been having a couple of rough weeks, but what I can guarantee you is that ME will be live on Sunday morning, playing some more Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. So that is the status of the Bulbagarden channel. That's the status of my stuff. If you have any questions, feel free to ask it on the Discord, on the public Discord in that channel. I want to start using it more. So, yeah, be sure to ask them there. And yeah, thank you guys for a wonderful first stream back. This has been a lot of fun. And I'm gonna try and find someone to raid. I'm looking in our catch-up. Go read Tiff, but she might be playing XD. Oh, now we have to. Okay. Tiffany is playing XD Gale Darkness. Go watch her play this silly game. That's gonna be it for me tonight. Thank you guys for watching. If you like what you saw, please give the channel a follow. And I will be back definitely in 2 weeks, maybe on Saturday. We'll see. Send the love over to Tiff. Be sure to say hi from Bulbagarden. You can go after that if you have to. If not, stick around, watch her stream. I will be... That's it for me, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember how outros work. Okay, bye!